In 2009, the Denver Athletic Club celebrates its 125th birthday. This milestone provides a poignant moment to reflect on Denver's founding institutions. It serves to reinforce how important it is to cherish and support institutions that are committed to the health and vitality of the community. Fortunately, the DAC remains strong and robust as it moves through its second century. William D. Rathvon is the father of the Denver Athletic Club. He saw that an athletic movement was taking place across America, and Denver, with its perennial aspirations of becoming a big league city, was ripe for an athletic club. The old First Baptist Church on 18th and Curtis was the first home of the Denver Athletic Club. The DAC was born, with charter members assessed an initiation fee of $3. In the fall of 1890, the DAC moved out of the small second-hand church into the current Landmark building on 1325 Glenarm Place. It was one of the tallest buildings in Denver and visible from all over downtown. When the Denver Athletic Club held its grand opening, crowds rushed to the basement to inspect one of the city's first bowling alleys. Soon, many Denver bowling groups were fishing for invitations to play at the new lanes. On November 15, 1890, the DAC inaugurated its new athletic park, where East High School now stands, with a football game. This was the first football game for both the DAC and the University of Colorado. The club library, established in 1900, had eventually collected over 8,000 volumes. The DAC expanded its reading room into one of Denver's most elegant and complete libraries. Legal liquor lounges died on New Year's Eve of 1916, when Colorado began the Noble experiment. The club had one grand last wet party to dispose of its entire stock of alcohol. After the final bash, the DAC draped its punch bowl in mourning cloth. Happy days returned to the DAC in 1933, following the national repeal of Prohibition. One of the DAC's signature sports, squash, was introduced in the 1920s. In 1931, the club allowed unmarried women and widows to be admitted as lady members. Women quickly added a new dimension to the club's social calendar. While members and staff were setting up the gymnasium for the 1951 Valentine's Day dance, a waiter saw sparks landing on the cotton tablecloths around 3 p.m. Flames leapt to the curtains, and a large fire quickly broke out. It was dark and almost 8 p.m. before the fire was under control. The firefighters were able to rescue over 100 people. 4 did not get out alive. Another 1960s DAC tradition ended abruptly in 1980 after a popular but short-lived stint at the club. Gold Rush nights were heavily attended at the club. However, authorities, nagged by the press, cracked down on all gambling games. During the 1960s and 70s, the DAC held monthly Friday night teen dances that attracted a full house of high schoolers who danced from 9 p.m. to midnight. After gaining fame for outdoor athletics and a social club in the 1970s, the DAC returned to the primary purpose of its founders, providing indoor exercise and recreation for its members. Exercise classes, the most popular club use in 1884, re-emerged as a major activity. Completion of the new gym in 1973 ended an old dilemma by allowing conversion of the old gym into an elegant full-time ballroom. Members quickly broke in the large new gym with its 6 basketball goals, badminton, and volleyball facilities. Additional squash courts were added along with a new squash pro. International champion Hashim Khan was hired, and the DAC jumped from 24 players to hundreds.
I came out here and trained with Hashim each Christmas break, so almost for 4 in a row. And immediately Hashim, who I also felt was a huge stretch for him to have a woman athlete. This was a new world for him. And he embraced me and offered me either free lessons or some kind of deal that made it financially able for me to do as a kid who was about to graduate from college, and worked on my stroke and really influenced my ability to excel at the game in college.
In 1976, the club established an annual awards banquet to honor Colorado's Professional Athlete of the Year and the DAC's Athlete of the Year. This program keeps with the DAC's original goal of 1884, to help publicize and popularize local athletics.
I am responsible for our Athlete of the Year banquet, and I used to get tons of nominations for male athletes, and now I get more for women athletes.
For 125 years, dedicated members have made the DAC far more than a physical landmark.
Well, it feels like a development of relationships and friendships that will be a lifetime for me. I mean, this is really, for those of us who embrace the club and use it, it's a second home.
In 1979, the DAC was designated a national landmark and placed on the National Register of Historic Places for its role in the development of organized athletics and as a pioneer of social organization in the Denver area.
The Denver Athletic Club was named the #1 club among all the downtown athletic clubs with all amenities in the nation, so it was ranked the best downtown club.
In 1984, DAC members elected its first woman president, Lori Daniels. This was a turning point for the club, considering it started off as a men's-only club. The DAC started hosting member appreciation nights in 1995 as a way to thank all of its loyal and dedicated members. This complimentary event happens once a year and involves a variety of food and entertainment for all ages.
The young community here is growing. You know, I think in the past it's been more of an older gentleman's club, but now it's really growing where it's all ages, and it feels like a great connection between, you know, older generations and younger generations.
As a 20,000 square foot spacious fitness center was added. This two-story fitness center with large windows that overlook downtown Denver brought members state-of-the-art fitness equipment along with studios for cycling and group exercise.
Our athletic club has played a big part in my life. It's been my home away from home, really. I've enjoyed the friendships I've made here. I think the employees are wonderful. We have the best general manager around.
2003 brought a great change to the club. Andre Van Hall came on board as the new general manager.
You know, the organization like our club, with 125 years of history, cannot exist by navel watching and by being inward looking. We need to be outward looking. We need to be a part of the community. We need to make a difference in our city, in our state. We need to make a difference in the way that people live their lives, in the way that they approach their health initiatives, and the way that they get involved with each other and get to meet people like them.
With a new general manager on board, necessary club renovations were underway fast. Among the renovations that took place over the next 5 years were the atrium, Glenarm entrance, the ballroom, and most of the third floor. Throughout its 125-year history, the Denver Athletic Club has continuously tried to balance tradition with modernization. For many members, the DAC still provides a welcome haven from the rest of their hectic lives.
The DAC is actually my daily life as far as being part of my schedule.
The club still hosts social events that harken back to a more genteel time. At the same time, the club has recognized and stayed at the forefront of trends in athletics and fitness, changes in family and social structures, and changing lifestyles.
We have truly the rich traditions of 125 years of history, but we don't hang our hat on the history of the club. Okay, as a matter of fact, we look at it a little bit as a liability, and we want to be focused forward and saying, what is the new style? What is the direction that we want to be in so that we can be the club of the 21st century?